Hi guys, thank you for coming back to my channel again. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the why of my weight loss, which I feel is very important for anybody or everybody who's embarking on their journey. I think we all need a why so that we get that extra push when we feel like giving up. And without a why, I think getting that extra push is going to be a bit difficult. So coming back to the point. I've been an obese kid right from my childhood. From the time I remember seeing my weight correctly was probably around when I was in my 6th standard. So we had this monthly, no not monthly, we had these medical evaluations wherein our height and weight would be noted down by lecturers. And that was the first time I saw that I weighed about 103 kilos. And I never kept track of weight after that. So as an obese kid, I've been through bullying, name calling, taunting, and every other thing that which a normal obese kid would go through. And it was no different for me. And it continued in my college days as well. So when I reached my college, I actually quit college and got into gaming because I found a sense of belongingness over there. So in schools and colleges where I would have been chosen last or chosen because I was the only person left back or the only option there, in gaming I was chosen because I was good at it, or because I was pretty good at it back then and people wanted me there. And I found a sense of pride and respect that okay, I'm wanted somewhere and people actually want me because I have some value there. But before I knew it, I had some self-realization and I knew that I need to continue my studies, and I went back to my college again. I finished my education, and around this time I fell in love for the first time of my life and also had the first breakup of my life, which eventually made me an alcoholic and a chain smoker. I was drinking about 5 to 6 days a week and smoking about 15 to 18 cigarettes a day. Apart from this, my food habits were not that great either. So my food was usually high sugar filled foods or high calorie rich foods. And it was around this time when I touched about 170 kilos and I also became a diabetic patient. My blood sugar was about 360 and my doctor had warned me that if I don't take care of my health, I would be dead within a year. Most would think that this would have made me lose my weight, but this did not. I was still not bothered. It was thanks to my mom's efforts that my sugar came under control. She stopped all my sugary foods and made me come back to just eating healthy food just to get my sugar levels down. So fast forward to 2015, I joined a company as a tech support where I was working day and night shifts. As it is, had a very shitty lifestyle, and working day and night shifts just made it even worse. Granted, my alcohol intake at this point came down because of my work hours, but my food habits still got worse. It was around this time when I was sitting in my cubicle and I realized that I'm not doing anything in my life and I should be utilizing my time somewhere else. And I think it was around this time my journey started, and also around this time I actually had a crush on another girl whom I asked out and she rejected me, telling look at you and look at me. And as much as hurtful as it was, at this point rejection like this were pretty much common, so it was nothing like unexpected or out of the blue. But yeah, nevertheless it was new for me. After this I had an incident which actually made me the person I am today. So as I said, I was a victim of bullying and all those things. My self-confidence was very less. I didn't believe in myself. I couldn't even talk in front of a camera like I'm doing today. So all those things, I could stand in front of a crowd in my college and talk, but I could not do all these things. I had no confidence in all these things back then. So this affected almost all the regions in my life. And when a person is going through all this bullying throughout his life, there are only two things that can happen. He will either be fed up of it and do everything he can to change it, or he'll be going in the vicious circle, and some people take the drastic step of ending their life. So on the Feb 15th of 2015, me and my colleagues, along with the same female who told me look at you and look at me, we decided to go out for lunch. But because they had some other engagements before I came, they thought they would give me a call and I could leave that time instead of me going and waiting there, to which I agreed. So I got a call, and I guess I reached there within 15 to 20 minutes of time, and in this 15-20 minutes time, these people made some other plans and they didn't include me in it. And when I reached there, they told me, we cancelled the plans and could you go back home. This pissed me off. I wasn't pissed because they didn't include me in the plan. I was pissed because they called me till here and then they sent me back. And I felt like, what? Wasn't my time even valued? Is this all I'm worth? This is how people project me, that they can just throw me around. And it was all a battle of emotions for me, and I went back home pissed. So on the way back home, I'm fighting. There are thoughts in my head. I'm fighting with myself, telling this is all you. This is all because of your weight. If you would have controlled your weight, all of this wouldn't have happened. I wanted every girl's approval because everyone around me had girlfriends and I didn't have. So yeah, obviously I think if you're an obese person like me, I think you would understand what I'm trying to say. So I was readily available for people, boy or female. You call me, I'm there. So I think that actually made my value in their life very bad. So battling all the emotions, I reached back home. I'm still looking into the mirror, shouting at myself, telling, this is all you're good for, you're nothing but just a bench warmer. So all the possible negative thoughts are just infested in my head. So fast forward the night that day when I decided that I'm going to kill myself. So I have this hunting knife with which I bought it till my wrist, and I could not slit my wrist, and that pissed me off more. So I'm like, you can't even do this, what else are you good for? I'm cursing all the possible things to myself, and something just hit me, and I'm like, even if I do this, how is it going to bother anyone, or how is it going to affect anyone? Apart from my parents, no one else is going to even bat an eye that I did that. And my parents didn't do anything for them to go through that agony. So I decided, no, obviously this was not an option. And I was still blaming myself because I could not. I was still crying. Ended up blaming myself that I can't even do this. And then I decided, tonight is the night. Everything is going to change. I think I might have slept for an hour or two and spent rest of the night just, searching on Google on how I can diet. And the information available there was too overwhelming. And I decided, if I'm going to look at what might help me lose weight and just spend time figuring it out, there is no way it's going to happen. So I thought, let's just start, and then we'll deal with things as they keep happening. I woke up around 6 a.m. the next day. I went to the same gym where I joined several times and I quit, but this time it was different. I went to the gym with tears rolling down my eyes, and I told my sir, I need to lose weight, and the only time I'm going to stop is when I can't breathe anymore. And after that, I joined the gym. Initial few days were tough. Thoughts like, okay, what he might be thinking when so we had this movement, cardiovascular movements, wherein my body would be jumping, and as it is, I have a very saggy body, and that was very uncomfortable. But then I managed to put this thing called as headphones, which actually made it very easier. And before I know it, I lost my weight, and more than the physical changes that I had, I was happy how I evolved mentally and emotionally. There I was, emotional damage where I wanted people's approval in order to do anything in my life, or I constantly needed a woman in my life to feel loud. But here I am today, happy by myself. My confidence came back. I have more belief in myself. Today I can't do anything without trying. So in order for me to tell yes, it can't be done, I tell myself, try it first. So no matter what I do, I try it first. So in the end, I realized no one is there to help us. In the end, I realized that I only had to help myself. I only had to pick myself during the worst time of my life. And this made me realize, I may not be the only person who's going through all this. I thought there are several, I know for a fact there are several others out there who might be going through this, same emotions I went through, or even worse. I'm not saying that. maybe even worse. My problem may not be even half of what they are going through. But I want you all guys to know that it is possible, and I want to try my best to make your journey a lot smoother and easier. So this is the reason why I thought, okay, let's start this channel. Probably I'll meet more people like me who deserves to know that yes, it is possible, because at that point of time I never thought a change is possible, and I want all you guys to know it is possible. I have done it. I was the guy who tried to commit suicide, and I've done it. I have come out of it. So currently I weigh about 116 kilos. So I had an injury like 2 months back, because of which I'm advised not to go to the gym, and so I'm off gym right now. So I can't use my left hand. So the only thing I can do is my leg workouts, which can be boring if I'm doing on a daily basis. So I'm kind of like on and off. So I can start working out post December or Jan according to my doctor. So I'm just taking it slow until then. And I'm gonna be back much better than I was before. So thanks for sticking by, and I hope you liked my story. In the next episode, I'm going to tell you on how you can start dieting and how you can approach weight loss in terms of your diet, in terms of your exercise, which I use on myself. Probably you can adapt something from it and see if it suits you as well. In the end, all I want is people to lose weight and identify their true potential and know that they're capable of much more than they can imagine. And I want this, and I want all the negative people to become positive. Thanks for the opportunity again, guys. Have a nice day. Peace out.